claim be the set. Won't take kindly to threats, nigga. Won't take kindly to threats, nigga. Claim be the set. Won't take kindly to threats, nah. Won't take kindly to threats. Half for the free, do it for the free. Pull out the stick, then I pull out the ski. Put a motherfucking face on a white tee. That's what a nigga get. Being P-I-E. Sleep, nigga, you D-I-E. Sleep, motherfucker, that's 6 feet deep. No tender, no love, no care, but a nigga head still gon' creep. Thinking left eye, thinking left eye, but the brother didn't thought with the bigger gun going. Then, if I just say we gon' cut to the rest, then I put that shit to your motherfucking neck. K's all in my truck, so you better get a chopper. It's nothing but good action. I ain't talking, walk a flocker. That's 275 goons. Right up to a fucking gang. Bumpin', walk up, flame in a underwater thing. I still die right now. Bullet over fucking shank. Niggas always tryna be the hardest in the fucking paint. Never take kindly to that type of yaffy and that for the reach for the tech. See me, niggas gon' hear me, then feel me. Whole bunch of green in my. Never take kindly to that to be yaffy and that before you reach for the tech. See me, niggas gonna hear me, then feel me. Whole bunch of green in my Philly. Turn up, whole bunch of niggas we run up. Try to get hard, but you gun up. I shoot the sun up. Middle finger phone up. Middle finger flash as a one up. I'm a young gunner. Get them boys wet like water. Posted with the set. I don't take kindly to this, take kindly to this. Ratchet for life, I'm hood. Try smoke bad, but I'm good. Listen to the head with a K. Coming over gates, can't wait. 9 to the face, fuck nigga, you ain't safe, nigga. Ooh. Alright, y'all, I threw some lyrics on this shit. It's kind of funny, bro. On this bootleg ass microphone that only picks up no sounds. Everything sound like Squidward. You know how hard it is to edit all this piece of shit? Fucking hate that microphone. But anyways, this is what this shit sounds like, y'all.
2120. Yeah, smoke weed, smoke a pack of pills, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, take drugs, smoke a pack of pills, yeah. Bitch, I got drugs, smoke a pack of pills, hey. 21 savage, ain't no back in the field. I don't give a fuck about how you fucking feel. I just want this money, wanna drop a fucking bill on it, yeah. Drop a fucking bill on them, yeah. Drop a fucking bill, drop a bill on them, yeah. I might have to kill on them. Drop a bill, yeah. I'ma drop a bill, yeah. I'ma kill the beat. Told the bitch, look at my man. Better. Yeah, smoke weed, smoke a pack of pills, yeah. Yeah, take drugs, smoke a pack of pills, yeah. Bitch, I got drugs, smoke a pack of pills, hey, yeah. 21.
Ooh, the good girl, look at you. Oh, Lily. Oh, you're the good girl. Smile. Smile, nigga. Hey, I know all that niggas asking how the hell I did that shit earlier. I'm gonna show you guys a quick little tutorial on how I made my beat. But first, I'm gonna show you guys with the easier beats, okay? So, you take a fucking sample of some shit that you find catchy and entertaining, and then you edit the fuck out of it to turn it into something that you can make music. It could be anything. It could be the sound of fucking somebody farting. It could be the sound of someone taking a piss. I've actually made a song with the sound of throw up splashing on the floor. That shit's fucking intense. But we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it with the pasta song, alright? Chef Boyardee commercial shit. So first you take the sample, you edit it the way you want it to sound, coming in, blah blah blah, and this is what mine sounded like. Yeah, so I did that. All right, so that's the easy part. And then, me personally, I like to start on my kicks. You feel me? The kicks is, it gives it the rhythm, it gives it that motherfucking bounce. You feel me? You want that bounce in your shit. You want niggas looking like this in midair, like that nigga right there, jumping, fucking going crazy and shit. So I work on the bounce. So we're gonna solo that right quick. See here what the bounce sounds like. Ooh. Whoa. Wow. Ooh. Whoa. Wow. Hey. Oh. I cannot stop saying ad-libs to the beat. It's so damn lit. Ooh wee. Okay, so after you get that out of your system, oh yeah, and then I usually work on the drums. And then when I work on the drums, I work on this segment first, which is the most lit part. I fill it up as much as possible, and then I take away later. So this is what the drums were like initially before I started editing it to, make it fit in other places too. And now you see there's a lot of empty places, right? That's because the kick fills in those gaps, okay, guys? That's the trick. With percussion, everything is the same. Everything is included. You want to set the rhythm with every instrument so they all take turns jumping in, jumping out. You feel me? This for all y'all young niggas out there, bro. I want y'all niggas to grow. I want to hear good music on the fucking radio. That's my goal, my nigga. I hate the shit we hearing these days. Well, I don't hate it. But yeah, I went on a little rant there. But yeah, so basically with the drums, I filled in all the notes right here. So this is every instrument. Yeah. Yeah, these are all the motherfucking instruments right here. So yeah, so I use these little shits, and that's how I make the little pattern. All these motherfucking instruments. Yeah, hand picked, hand fucking played, all that shit, man. Yeah. Anyways, so I took parts of those and I put it into this part where it would drop into that. You want it to be a smooth transition from not being there to being there, so niggas don't be like, where the fuck did that come from? Because that's the worst question when somebody asks me to listen to your music. I'm going to show you guys that part in a second because I videotaped for a little too long just now. And I noticed I talk a little too much. Alright, so I was going to go ahead and just play this shit without talking. So you saw I led into it, niggas love that shit. So I'm like, you know what? Man, everything else done, fuck it, bro. We got to throw in the fucking bass. So that's what I did. Alright, you probably couldn't hear it too much, but you know what? Let me not even explain it, because y'all niggas probably didn't hear it for real. I'll know when I hear it. If I do hear it in the recording, then I'll tell you guys what the fuck happened, but as of right now, it'd be too much to even explain. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna say. I don't know words I'm even used to explain it, because it's so intricate. Alright, so that shit was audible. So basically, when you have too much noise in the lower end, like where the bass comes from in any song, you never want to have more than one thing coming out of that area, because it makes your whole entire song sound like you were underwater, and it fucks up everything, y'all. Like, there's no clarity. You just eat up all the mix, and you don't want that shit. That shit, you want to make sure it's clean. You want to make sure one thing's coming out of there. So here's the problem. If I have a kick and bass, which both have a lot of low end, how do I get over that hunch? And here's how you do it, little motherfuckers. You throw in a compressor, and with Ableton, there's a sidechain option, which is really fucking easy, and you link it to the kick. So if I turn that off, you're going to just hear the bass playing out flat. Every time I started it, it popped up. But if I put the sidechain on, you're going to hear the kicks kind of making the volume of the bass dip a little bit. So yeah, motherfuckers. So I'm going to go ahead and play the bass and the kick. Just give me 1 second. I usually do this with 2 hands. Oh, God. That was pretty fucking vulgar of a joke. Yeah, let's just move on. So, Yeah, so basically, this is what the kick and the bass sounds like together. If I turn the sidechain off, it's gonna sound like shit. But right now, it sounds beautiful and it's perfect and it's pretty. There you go. So that's what that shit sounds like right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and play with everything else because that's basically everything. Oh, I threw in a sound effect. I almost forgot about that, y'all. Here we go. I forgot to put that nigga in the song, bro. My uncle called. He's like, "Yo, little nephew, listen to your beat. First thing that came to mind was Mario. You gotta put a sample of that nigga in this shit, bro." And I was like, "All right, uncle, I got you." And the first one I found was the perfect one. So throw it in that shit. Throw some fucking effects on that hoe. A little EQ reverb so it can fit into the mix properly. This is what it sounded like without anything. It's pretty fucking ugly, to be honest. It's just loud and flat. Here we go. But with the little reverb, you feel me? It sounds musical. Here we go. Nigga, put that nigga in a fucking concert, boy. With the flick of a switch. Yeah. But anyways, this is what the whole song sounds like, y'all. I'm gonna play it in like 2 seconds. Well, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so that's that. We're gonna move on to this other shit over here. It's a little more complicated, all right? So the way I do things, it makes no sense to most producers because, you know, I do things weird, bro, to be honest, man. The other one I showed you, there's a lot of shit that happened that made it get to that point. And to explain it, it'll take a lot. It would take a lot of fucking words that I do not even understand myself, okay? To even understand, like, or to even explain that shit. So I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. But this one, it's confusing the way I did it, but I kind of know what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain to y'all, motherfuckers. All right, so I gotta play because I forgot what song this is. Okay, with this shit, ooh, damn, there's so much I want to say, bruh. Oh my god. All right, you know what? We gonna do this shit. We gonna do it. You ready for this shit, buddy? Oh my god. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just simple everything out. I'm gonna do it fucking tape by tape and just leave it like that. So these notes, I found them through this magical thing that I will not say unless you ask me personally, like, yo, what did you do to find these notes? And then I'll tell you, because it's a really big secret that people pay tens of thousands of dollars to learn about. And I just kind of came across it one day. So I want to, ruin nobody's flex, you feel me? So anyways, so through some magical concept of music, I found these notes. Alright. And then I just put the same thing in lower notes, took out some notes to, give it less of a bounce. And took out the delay, which makes it hit multiple times after you hit it that one time. You feel me? So yeah, motherfucker. Then, we got the kicks. They just kind of come in, Now, there's not that many kicks in this song. I know you guys realize that shit, but this song is a whole lot more energy going on in it. And the reason I did it like that was because I wanted more emphasis from the drums. So we're going to skip over the bass and go straight to the drums. And this is what the drums are doing right here. You feel that bounce? Yeah, you feel that bounce. Yeah, that's that bounce, y'all. And that's what you want in all your songs, that bounce. Sometimes you gotta give and take to get it. Now, another secret too is anticipation, you feel me? If you use 2 instruments to create rhythm, I swear to you, people will not be interested because it's only 2 sounds. And the rhythm could be nice, but if someone used fucking 20 instruments and then they had fucking the same rhythm going, and obviously, musical notes going on or whatever with those instruments, they would love that shit a whole lot more than if it was just 2 instruments, you feel me? And only because they can't predict what's gonna happen next. But every sound, because it's musically put inside that song with a lot of like musical, how do you say, musical prowess, you feel me? You put that shit in there with the finesse, bro, they will like it. It's a natural human, like, I guess you say, reaction to just like certain notes after certain notes. But if you don't know what instrument is gonna come up next, that's the part that's gonna catch you off guard. Like, oh shit, a different instrument. I didn't see that coming, but I fucking liked it, and I don't know why. And that's what laymen think. So yeah, they don't tell you this shit. I'm gonna tell you guys a real deep secret about this shit. Well, it's not really deep secret. It's more like a holy shit, open your mind type of secret. When it comes to music, there's a lot of human like physiology and shit going on and psychology going on, bro. You gotta know, you gotta understand the way the ear is shaped. You gotta understand what the human ear is sensitive to. You gotta understand like what people just like, how do you say, their brains like process these sounds and what it does to their brain when they hear certain notes in the song, you feel me? All that stuff is how you get the difference between a fucking like trap song and some Mozart. Honestly, like that's literally all. There's, if I could use, I could literally sit here and use Mozart shit and probably not throw in any trap shit, but you guys would sit there and be like, damn, this would be good if it was trap music. And the only reason why you would say that is because you hear the musical like fucking legitimacy in it, so you could see it being in any genre. That's how good it is. So yeah, that's basically what music is. And I could sit here and point out these notes to you and the math behind it and the science behind it, all of it. But that's gonna take away the freaking like the fun that you will have on that road, because you can sit here and make beats. You'll be making like, you know, nice ass beats all day. But that's not the goal here. The goal is to enjoy it. The goal is to have fun. If you're not enjoying making beats, if you want a shortcut, I never asked for a shortcut. I came across that shit like on this. I came across a shortcut using this. And then my homeboy was like, yo, when did you learn that? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like playing this shit. He's like, yo, how'd you learn that? I was like, what do you mean? You know, it's my dog Coda. He's like, dog, look up this video. You got to see it now. You got to see it now. I look it up, and it turns out all the notes, like maybe 2 or 3 notes that I was hitting on this keyboard, out of all the notes, 2 or 3 were incorrect. And it's like this magical thing that humans just love. Like, I could play a song for you right now, and I bet all you guys will know what the last note will be.
Hello, Muffin.
Why?
Hello, Muffin.
See, let me look. Hey, stop. So anyways, you know, so yeah, I could play a song for you guys right now, and I bet 9 out of 10 of you guys will be able to know what. Damn, I got a fucking headache now. But yeah, I bet 9 out of 10 of you people will be able to tell me what note will come next or what sound will come next. And that's because the human brain has this thing where it just likes a certain patterns, you feel me? And as a child, if you are young and you're playing the piano or playing any instrument, you're going to play what you like. And if you're playing what you like, you're playing what everyone likes, because you don't know music. You just know what sounds good to you. And that's one thing that every human has in common. It's these patterns in music. So you guys go ahead and just, you know, why am I? All right, but yeah, I digress. That's musical theory right there. So I'm gonna go back to the actual shit we actually got right here on the fucking screen. So right here we have the vocals from the song "Mask Off" by Future.
Call it how it is.
Yeah.
Approach, swag. Every bit. Yo. Mask on. Fuck it. Mask on. Mask on. Fuck it.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys, the vocals was the last thing to come onto this song. I made the beat and I was like, dang. I was just sitting there thinking, like, you know, lyrics go good with this joint. Some Future, bro. Let me go find some Future vocals and shit. So when I looked it up, and at my first, you know, this is rare. On my first time searching, I found the best freaking song, man. And it was this one. So this is how it goes, y'all. I'm playing the whole thing together.
Call it how it is. Call it how it is. Approach, swag. Every bit. Yo. Percocet. Miley Percocet. Percocet. Miley Percocet. Represent. Gotta represent.
And yeah, and this is the thing this is what I was gonna say, that most producers don't understand. Let me say, like, yeah, I guess, like, I go on forums and stuff a lot, and they don't understand the stuff that I do because it's so simple. I could sit there and use like all these complex tools. My friends use them, and bruh, they know how to use them. Like, I cannot use those tools for my life, and the way they use it is freaking amazing. I wish I could do that, but I'm so simple when it comes to music. I'm like, you know what? I can't be wasting my time doing all this because, like, I can't like learn all this new stuff all at once. And I should be doing it this whole time, but instead of learning that, I learned a simple little tool called an equalizer. And with the equalizer, you just edit the sound, whatever's, I don't even know the words, bro. I was, just making just carving out stuff that I didn't need from the sounds and adding whatever I felt like it needed to boost it, and that's about it. Okay, here's an example. So when I edit my stuff, it usually has, a reverb, which is this thing right here, and the EQ, and simple things, nothing too extreme. Usually, sometimes it has nothing because I just like the sound the way it is. It just has the actual sound. But this is basically what a lot of other people do. They'll pick a regular sound, a piano or whatever, and then they would edit each and tune every single like instrument, or sorry, every single note on that instrument, and then they'll put a bunch of like tools on it. So right here is a utility to give it spread, which makes it sound like wider of a sound. And then you have the EQ, which is just to take out sounds that you don't need and add, more volume to what's there already. Then you have the compressor, so it makes the sound like mix together perfectly. Then you have reverb, and then there's another reverb and another compressor. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. And then sometimes they throw on extra stuff that I don't even know the names of because it's so complicated. But there's more. So that's just the stuff that's like, it comes with Ableton, and it's not that much. There's like maybe 20 things, that you could throw onto these little channels to change the sound format. And then you have Waves, and Waves has this just gigantic list of stuff that you could throw into your songs, bro. Like, this list is easily like 300 deep. Like, it's a huge list. And then you have VSTs, so you can, you could throw in other stuff that you have if you download them separately or whatever. And you have JBridge, like this. Oh my god, like, it's a bunch of stuff. And I think out of all this stuff, I know maybe like 2, because there's so much and each one does so much, and I don't have time like that. I mean, I really do, but at the same token, I don't have like the mental. But yeah, all that stuff right there, man, it just overwhelms me, because I'm like, damn, bro. Like, this is the crazy part. My friends tell me, Gio, learn these things, please. Your music will be like even better. And I'm sitting there like, dang, that does sound nice. Like, if my songs could get better. But at the same token, dang, bro, I'm like, I feel like I would learn something, kind of, and then not do it right, and then like fuck up the whole song because I don't know it. So that's why I kind of just stay away from it. But I learned from a couple scholars, aka Coda and Ape. They're like, bruh, the greatest things in life are usually hidden behind fear. I was like, you know what? If I'm scared to freaking learn these joints, I'm gonna learn them. I'm gonna learn these joints. But funny enough, I still didn't learn them yet. And this was like 3-4 weeks ago when they talked to me about this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna start tonight. I'm gonna start tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow, definitely, because tonight I'm tired. Oh my god. Holy shit, I just took the meanest piss of my life, man. I was sitting here doing this little tutorial shit. And I had to pee so bad, I was grinding my teeth and making ugly faces, bro. Like, I couldn't even control that shit, man. Yeah. And also another thing about music production, you want to make sure that the day you make music, don't listen to music until you're about to make music. That's a little trick right there. Have like a little jam session with all your favorite songs. Go look for new music. See what hits you the craziest. Like, oh, that's nice. And then dig into that and figure out why you liked it. The biggest part about music is not just doing it. It's understanding it and understanding yourself and why you like it. Because the same reason you like it is the same reason someone else might like it. And that's how music's been for years. Somebody picked up a fucking rock, headed to get another rock, and then he was like, wow, I like the sound of that. Someone else was like, I like it too. Hold on, man. Let me get a rock too. Next thing you know, they're making bands. You feel me? That's how it is. And about the what the fuck? No, the mother. Oh, yes, about the listening to the music that you like and shit. Don't listen until you're about to actually make music. Don't use whatever you're making music off of. That's the only thing you should be listening to music off of before you make music. So you can really hear what you like and you can make what you like. So don't hear it, don't listen to music like in your car and then get all hype in your car and then come inside your house and make music on different speakers. It's not going to work like that. It usually doesn't work like that at all. You have to make sure you get the same sound coming out from the same systems that you're about to make music off of so you can actually create it. You don't want to create something that sounds like it, then you go back to the car and now you're stuck because it doesn't sound the same in the car the way it sounds in the speakers. You want to make sure you get the exact sound that you want and you create it. And that is the hard part about music, creating what you have in your head. So yeah, that is the meat of music these days. So find something that inspires you and make sure you run with it. And always make sure you freaking don't starve yourself and don't dry yourself out. Like, drink your water, eat your food, wake up early, make sure your ears are fresh. So it means like I would avoid going out to clubbing the majority of the time. And if you do go clubbing, stand far from the speakers. And if you really are serious about your shit and you got some sensitive ass ears that they be ringing for days after you go to the club, that's damage, by the way. When you hear those ringing sounds, that's damage. So if you want to avoid that, get some earplugs. Or you can go to the freaking club with some like earmuffs and shit. You gonna be looking ugly. You might not snatch no bitches, but shit, if you got talent, you gonna be making money. Shit, you can still walk up in the clubs and shit. Bitches will try to touch you if you got money. Man, everything's washed out these days, bro. So no one's gonna judge you, bro, if you got money. No one that's significant is gonna judge you if you got money. So yeah, bro, and then don't overdo it too. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: producers that the big dog producers, they didn't just get to that point where they're making songs every single day out of nowhere. They got to that point once they kind of figured out themselves. Once they found themselves, they've been making like 4 or 5 songs a day, but they don't complete like a whole 2-3 minute track. They'll make like a minute sample, like to basically. I kind of learned because like I know what works, and what works for me. So I sat there one day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be making like minute beats. And the whole point of the song is going to be like the whole idea of the song will be within those minutes, within that minute. So I went and I made I think I made 7 beats that day. And they were all nice and they were all hits. My brother's like, all right, Gio, all 7 of those, I want you to like flesh them out. I want you to go ahead and make them all like extend it to 2-3 minutes. And then they're all hits, bro. We're going to go ahead and make them shits move. I was like, all right. I did. And we got them shits moving, man. So it's easy, guys. You got to just don't overdo it. And definitely don't underdo it. Like, make a song and don't dwell on it. Like, make a song and just walk away from it. You feel me? It's good. Trust me. If you sit there and nitpick the whole thing, you could be sitting there editing that one song for weeks to come. You feel me? You don't want to be sitting there editing that one song because it's not perfect. Take what you learned from making that song and make another one. And then keep going on until you feel like, all right, I think I did too much today. I'm pushing myself dry. I can't think of nothing. No new riffs, because it happens to everybody, even the big dogs, you feel me? When they hit like beat 5 or 6, they're like, shit, what now? And the reason they can make so many beats in a day is because they have so many, they have so many VSTs and shit. So like, sorry, I got a text message. But yeah, they got so many VSTs and they got so many sound samples that they could literally go through a library of sounds and just make songs because that one sound inspired them, and that's what I'm on right now. And also, I forgot to tell y'all, bro, all them producers that that they've been out there and shit, this is something that you guys will love to hear. Majority of the songs that hit the top of the charts, majority of the beats that they produced that hit the top of the charts are the beats they made before they blew up. So that shows you, make as many beats as you can before you blow up, because those are the beats that are gonna sell because they're so organic. They came out of your soul type shit. You made those beats for you. And that's what you want to put on the market, you feel me? If you try to copycat the next producer or you try to copycat that sound too much, you feel me? If you just copy, you're not going to go nowhere. You're just a copy machine, you feel me? Anybody could be a copy machine. It's like, say what I say, poop, nigga. All right, poop, nigga. Anyone can say poop, you feel me? If you know how to say poop, you can say poop. It's simple. So you want to make sure you could throw out the craziest shit, you feel me? And it has to come straight from the heart because that's the best way to actually, touch your... what them niggas call it again? Your fans and shit. Yeah, that's the best way to reach out to them and whatnot. And actually, straight off topic, what I was trying to say was that, shit, I'm drawing blanks, guys. Oh yeah, I remember now. So I was saying that those producers, you know, a lot of the beats that they sell are the ones from like a long time ago. Because now they're at that point where they're like, all right, they know my name. I got those diehard fans. This is with every business. Like, I could tell you so many examples of this. They're like, you know what? I got my fans. I got diehard fans. I got more than enough diehard fans. I'll buy any album I put out, to the point where I could literally guarantee myself over $100,000 every time I drop a song, or a hit single, or a freaking album. I guarantee myself over $100,000. So I can make fucking throwaway beats back to back to back to back to back, and put one little spicy thing in there to make them niggas excited. You feel me? And that's what the industry's at right now. So the way you could change that, the way that we could change that, is if we attack the game with nothing but quality shit. No throwaway beats, no foo-foos, you feel me? We ain't on that. That shit is, it's below us right now. Funny enough, the people above us are doing shit that are below us, and that's why it's time for us to seize the opportunity to come out on top. And right now, this opportunity is screaming all of our young producers' names, bro. It's like, oh my god, Gio, hi. Oh shit. Yeah, I really don't hear that shit, but you feel it's a metaphorical thing. You really don't hear that shit. Just, I shouldn't be explaining this shit. Y'all know that. Come on now. But yeah, so that's music, you know, in a freaking like a Haitian ass bundle. If you really want to learn anything more, you got any specific questions, I got you. If you got like any tips, I got you. And by I got you, I'm like, I'm gonna listen. I'll let you know, but just shit, man. Just, yeah. If you also the people that don't make music, if you know anyone that makes music, or any type of music, they rap, or if they make beats, or if they just like know DJs or whatever, or they own a venue or whatever, just let me know, because that's related to what I'm doing. And word of mouth is the best way to go. So you never know, I might look out for you too. Well, I definitely will look out for you if you look out for me. That's how it works. All right, y'all. Deuces. And for all you guys that actually reached the end of this shit, you know, I got a little secret surprise for y'all, bro. I got y'all with some booty pictures, bro. I know y'all niggas like booty pictures. Yeah.